Okay, so the front. Yeah, is this the front cover or is this the front cover? They're both are front cover. So this one is the cat cover, and the lady cover. Which one do you prefer? I really like them actually, both. Oh, I was trying to get them beside each other, but that's not possible. Alright, so the outside is ready. So now we have to, yeah, let's go to the inside. We can finally go to the pages. These are for the closures. I have a little leftover piece right here. So yeah, clean up your desk, Diane. And let's get started. Alright, so what can we do inside? So many. I want to keep the folio idea, so I'm not going to put pages on the spine. I just like to have a bulky page on this side and a bulky page on this side, and hopefully I can do that with this thickness. I'm going to do my best, and then the same thing on the back. So we are going to make 4 big fat folio pages. At least that's the goal. So let's get started. You don't have to add your album each time in front of you. Each cover, front and back, are the same. So what I like to do is I like to have a base where I can work on. So I know each time that I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to cut this 1 millimeter shorter than this is, also with this one. And then top and bottom also. Alright, so that is what I like to cut first. If that's correct what I just did. Yeah, this fits nice inside. And yeah, maybe on here it might, well, it's not interfering anything. It can be a little smaller, just in case, just a little shorter on this side. And when I do that, just a little tiny little bit, so we have a little bit more space, because this is going to be bulky and you don't want to interfere your spine. Alright, so this one fits nicely on the left. Yeah, and this I definitely like to stay away at least of 1/4 for the spine not to bothering anything. Yep, okay, so I have my measurement right here. I'm just going to check, of course it will fit on everywhere. Yep, here is also just an extra check. Love to do that. So I know everything is the same, and it is everything the same. So this is my base. So this we can put away for the moment. For those who likes to know what size this is, where is my white pencil? It's gone, I guess. I can't see it. Alright, so for those who likes to know, mine is a 9 3/4. And in centimeters that is, yeah, 24.7. And then this side is 8/1/8. So that is my size that I'm gonna make my pages on. And in centimeters it's a 20.7. 20.7 centimeters for those who like to know. So these are going to be my base pages. So if I have this on everything that I am going to work on, so that's the base. Let's get started. Me still searching for my white pencil. I was still looking in front of my desk right here where my white pencil is, and I just love to share this with you where my white pencil was. It's on my book. This is the way where I tested it out. Disclosure, I really love it. And it's just right here. It's just right here in my testing book. My testing book. Look how cool this is. This is absolutely cool. See, you just have to put this down and you just close it down. Oh, love it. So that was my testing mode. Alright guys, I found my pencil. Okay guys, the first thing that I was thinking about is to make a big expandable pocket at the bottom. You can make a big pocket at the bottom. It's very nice because you can make a nice big booklet or inserts for extra pictures inside. So, or a nice little big notebook where you can write in. So I really like that to add. And you can make a big one or you can make two small ones. Totally up to you. But I definitely gonna make two options in this album. So maybe on both of the pages, I don't know, but I definitely gonna add these in here and we are gonna make this together. So this was my tryout and let's make that together. Alright, shall we? Now, what do we need? Let me put this away. This I need for the two small ones, and that I need to cut down my papers at, wait just a second, 7 3/4 by 9.5. I will write it down better. But it's going to be a 7 3/4 by 9.5 inches. And that's for the two small pockets. And we do need 3 inches. But let me first cut the paper. So I'm going to cut my paper 9.5 by 7 3/4. And I do need 2. So this is my 1. 9.5 by 7 3/4. Alright, now it's very important that you know that you are gonna score here and here and 1 at the bottom. Don't flip this way. We want to make 2 large pockets. Alright, so let's grab our scoreboard and we're gonna make 3 score lines. So 1, 2, 3, they are all 1/2 inch. Let's go to the bottom. 1, 2, 3 and 1 at the other side. 1, 2, 3. And then it looks like this. And one top is empty. Let's do that again. Long side, 3 inches, 3 fold lines. 3 at the bottom. And then again 3 on this side. That's it. Then we are going to cut down these away, these little square ones. Do we need to cut this down in a triangle? No, but just a millimeter off, and then I go back to the center. So it is a little right here, and then we go to the center. So it's a fraction of nothing, just a little tiny bit. Okay, let's do the same here. Just a tiny little triangle, just a tiny little bit. Here we go. Yes, okay, now we just can fold it all in, one back and one out. So completely in, one back and one inside. Completely in, one back and one in. There we go. And then I like to fold these in, out, in, out. Same thing with here. Order is not necessary. In, out, in, out. That's a little bit how I like to make these corners. See? So they are nicely folded in. As you can see, order is not particularly necessary. You also can start on the other side. And then you have your nice big accordion pocket. So it will bump up a little bit, but you can add a nice thickness of tags in here, photomats, a nice booklet inside, whatever you want to put inside. Let's go to this one. And if you think I don't like the two pockets, then you can make a big one, and we're gonna make the big one in just a sec. So you can choose which one you want to make. If you want to make the small one, you want the two small ones, or one big one, or two big ones, or four small ones. It's all up to you, what you like. I think a big one is also very nice. And I like having some difference. So that is a little bit why I change. There we go. My two pockets, and if you grab your base page, you will notice that it's a tiny little bit smaller than the original, but that is exactly what I wanted. Just a tiny little bit smaller. See, it fits perfect. So that is what we are going to do at the bottom, and we can glue this down this direction, so everything what is in the album that will be in the way, like these, are covered up then. Alright, so imagine you have your first page, and we are just going to glue down this piece right here. But to make it even easier for not put down just yet, you can cut down a similar page and then just glue it on here, and then we're gonna work from here further our big fat page. So that is a little bit what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna glue these down on here. First I'm gonna write something down so I have for you guys the measurements, and then I'm just gonna glue it down on here. Yeah, cool. But let me first write it down for you, and then I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, let's see if you understand what I mean by this little note. So my big tight accordion pocket, forgive my bad writing. So it's 7/3/4 by 9.5 inch, and you make 3 fold lines 1/2 inch. So we have 3 fold lines here, 3 fold lines here, and 3 fold lines at the bottom, and the corners we are going to cut out. Okay guys, write it down, and now I'm going to show you the big pocket. Okay guys, for the big pocket, my papers are not bigger than an A4 size, so I'm going to give you the measurements that I use. Maybe you, I don't think with a 12 by 12 will do also, but I'm just going to give you what I did. So I used my A4 paper and I cut mine. My base is 8 by 11.5 inch. So that is this one. Please, that's this one. And I'm first going to work with this one, because why use hinges? Why my papers are almost fitting. Now on one side I can make the three hinges, and on the other side I can make 1 hinge. And if I then measure the inside, I still have 9.5 left, pretty much. Alright, so that's cool. So, one piece is ready to go. There we go. One piece is ready to go. Yeah. Now we have one piece right here, but that will not be enough for our hinge to make. Alright, so we do need our hinge. Same as this one. See? This needs to go inward. So, oh yeah, this way, this direction. So I'm just gonna fold one. If you're not be sure of yourself, just do one, and then you will see your M looks in. Because this looks like an M. Does this not look like an M? It does, looks like an M. So your M is moving inwards. Alright, so this is also going to be inwards. But we do have that 1/2 inch hinge. Alright, now we're just going to attach our little M on here. See? So what I like to do, I'm going to add some tape on the inside so I don't see anything on the outside. So just use glue or tape, totally what you are comfortable with. Alright, so here is our tape, and this is our M, and I'm now just going to place this on here so I have my M ready to go. So that's the idea. Alright, so here I want it. Let's see if I can use a nice method. So I'm gonna try to be as close as I can get to the fold line, but not overlapping it. Of course. There we go. Alright, so now we just added our M, let's call it an M, and now we still can fold this nicely, and you don't see that we attached this M. There you go, and your M also points to the middle, to the inside. Alright, so that's done, and now we only need to attach one at the bottom. Okay, open this up, it's easier. Now what I made my mistake on the beginning with this one is if you can see here, I do have an overlapping. See, I don't know if you can see that. See that? I have an overlapping. I don't want it. I want to have it as even as possible. So let's see. It's easier to fold it. So I know for sure that I fold it correctly. That's just my creative mind, that not always will be that easy to think. But for this one we also have an M, and that M also likes to go inside. Now I'm not sure if I want to have my piece on. First I'm going to see if I cut it not too short, but I didn't. Now, do you like it on the outside? We are going to cover it up. We are going to cover it up. So this will not be bulky on the inside. So whatever I'm going to put in here, this hinge will not be interfere. That's my goal. That's what I like. I hate those hinges that interfere my inserts or tags. So let's just create this on the back, shall we? And I can cut this down just a fraction. Alright. So I want to have this as even as possible. So that is why I just go in. And this is my spot. This is a little, we don't have any space on the inside, and I don't want to have to move it. I'm just gonna keep it on place. At least I hope I can do that. Oh, I already moved it. Oh, I don't mind. Let's just go again. Place it. Place it down. If you are secure on one side, and just go around it. And then we go to the other side. Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Burnish it down. And there you have it. Here is our, oh, I got a little wonky right here. Let's see that. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. I was telling people that I don't want to have any wonkiness. Maybe I can better use glue. Oh my gosh. What a terrible tutorial is this. Okay, let's try glue instead. I always check my bottle the next day if it's not interfering anything. So not anything in the way. Can't see through, so there is something. Okay, what's inside? There is something inside. Oh my gosh. And if I not clear this down right now, then it will get stuck anyways. Yeah, look at this big lump. Yeah, just remove it. That was it. Alright. Oh. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna test the glue so I can move a little bit. Oh my gosh. I do want to have this perfect close to the edge. So what I just did was not nice at all. Alright, back. I'm just gonna go back. Okay, I do hope that I now have it. This feels not strange. Just gonna peep. Oh yeah, that is exactly what I thought it would be. Okay, I do have a little bit glue leaking, but it's perfect close to the edge. I'm just gonna open this up and clean this up. Here we go. Yeah, and look how close this is to the edge. Oh, perfect. Very satisfying. Alright guys, so here we have our pockets. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, let's give it a look. How it all looks. Nice and tight. Burnish it down pretty tight. Here we go. Ah, perfect. Where is our base page? Here is our base page. So let's check it out. See, and this one is also a little smaller. And that's exactly what I wanted. Just a tiny little edge all the way around. Cool. So yep, here we are. So we can glue this down also. Nice. And then just flip it around, and then you can work on your base further. And then you will have a nice big pocket. Oh, I love it. Very nice big expandable pocket. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do for our first 2 base pages. A nice big pocket and one with 2 smaller ones. Alright, so our base page, you already know the sizes that I use for those who forgot. 934 by 818 inch, and in centimeters people is 24.7 by 20.7 centimeters. Mostly I use inches, and I just love the sizes of that. So yep, I'm gonna add this on. Shall I use tape or glue? I think glue, so I can wiggle a little bit. I think that's more safe, I think. Or just start with the bottom with tape and then go further. That's also a possibility. But I think glue would also do. Alright, glue it on. Don't know if I already gave this one, but just in case. So this is for the big accordion pocket. You cut 8 by 11.5 and you score 3 fold lines on one side and 1 score line on the other side. And then you need to cut a strip that's 9.5 by 2 inches. Make some score lines, add it on, and cut a strip that is 8 by 1.5 inch. Make some score lines and add it on. That's for the pockets. Alright. I am gonna glue it down. Yes, I am. Okay guys, so this is the big one. Nice big pocket. This is the top. The pocket is going to be on below because it's a little bit smaller. And then this is the one with the 2 small ones also at the bottom, and this is going to be the top. Alright, so you can choose. You can do either both of them, or like I did, one big one, small one. Alright, so that is done. So I'll continuing for now with the small one, and let's see how we, well, maybe I even gonna make, that's maybe an idea. One the same. Oh, anyway, there's one thing that I definitely want to do the same, and that is to create 2 big pages at the bottom to have more space for, if you like, add photomats in here. So let's get started. Okay guys, so first we are going to make the page the same size. obviously we are going to cut that down, and I'm gonna cut right away 2 pages because we are gonna use 2 pages. So that is what I'm gonna do first. Cut it down. Okay. And then I'm gonna make a fold line, 1/2 inch. And I definitely want a little space on the inside. So I am gonna make a 1/8 extra. Just to have the space. Because you like to add the pictures in there. Or design paper, that's also a possibility. And this one also a 1/8, just to have the space. I don't know, it's a little wonky, but or I need to clean up my scoreboard. That's a possibility too. Alright guys, let's finish this down. First, complete flat. Before I even fold down the 1/8. And I'm just going to apply this and cut mine in the correct size. And when that is done, then I'm gonna fold that. I am thinking, did I now cut it a 1/8 too short? Did I really mess it up already? Oh my gosh. I think I do, because now this lifts up. Oh my gosh. Because now this lifts up, and if it's, oh no, it's, I did it correctly. Yeah, I was afraid. I'm correct. Ooh, phew, God. Yes, of course. Alright, let's see if I put this in here. Then I have the full size. Yes, of course. Oh yeah, you did it correctly. Yes, you need to measure it from the first fold line, of course, like I did. Otherwise, your page is that 1 too short. Now, I just measured the left side, and this side I definitely want this a slightly smaller, otherwise you bump into the other page. So I am gonna make this a 1/8 shorter, small 1/8, at least a little shorter. There you go, and then we are going to make at 1/8. Just take your time. I just use my fingers for this. You can also use your ruler for this. I just like to use my fingers and just take my time for this, and then burnish it down. So I have a nice straight line for my 1/8 in between. Alright, now this is going to be on the right side, with a little bit shorter, and then this is going to be on the left. 2 big fat pages. So I'm just gonna make this flat. If you like to use glue, I like to use tape. So I'm just gonna peel this off, just a tiny little corner. Nice and flat and straight, of course. You want to have this straight. Check also the top of your pockets. Keep testing that. Keep watching that you are on the correct size. Side. There you go. One big happy spot for extra photomats. Alright, that's one side. Let's grab this one. Make it flat first. almost out, but that's okay. A little corner, and same thing. I like to start first at the bottom, make this nice straight, and then I'm just gonna look up. There you go. One big page. Alright, so we have one page which is off the limit from this fold line, and we have another big page on this side. Yep. And with the 1/8 we have plenty of space in between to add our pictures. Okay, we still have a full piece to work on. Yay! So cool. And since I have another page, I'm gonna do exactly the same. I think all my 4 pages are gonna be this way, because I do like have extra big space for extra photos. So that is what I'm gonna do with this one too. All right. Okay guys, so I already have 2 big pages ready. One with the big pockets and one with the 2 pockets. So that is basically that much that I have done. Alright, so let's put the big one away and let's get started. Yeah, we already started. We already continuing. Let's continuing. That's the word that I was looking for. Okay, made my little notes. Let's see if we can do something with this. Okay, cool. Let's grab our page with the 2. I like to use first the 2 pockets and our big page on the inside. So let's get in. Now first, we're gonna make a big pocket for the back. Yeah. All big pockets needed. Alright, so yeah, we are just going to start with my A4 page. We are going to make a fold line. And this one we are not going to make this expandable with nothing, just a nice tight pocket. Alright, so we have our first fold line, first hinge. Put this on, the complete. Yeah, just complete. Shall we do that completely? Or shall we make it a 1/2 inch shorter? Yeah, I think I like that. Let's just give this a second. What if I make this a 1/2 inch shorter? Make a big pocket out of it. I think that looks better like there is something behind it, because sometimes I totally forget that there is something behind it. Alright, so I am gonna make that a 1/2 inch shorter. I'm gonna make my mark for that 1/2 inch shorter. Alright, make another fold line, guys. And cut twist. There we go. Alright, and then we also gonna make this a little lower, and I think at least a 1 inch, not deeper. So I'm just gonna make a mark 1 inch, and then I'm just going to apply my almost ready pocket, just seeing my mark, and make a mark at the bottom. Let's fold and cut this piece. Now before I cut my corners, I like to add some double-sided tape. I needed to grab a new one. But you also can use glue, of course, that's totally fine. Here we go, and now I am going to cut my corner. Here we go. Okay. Here's our big pockets. Yep. Ready to put on. So I'm just going to put this completely on the left. Yep. First I'm going to start with the bottom. Go. I'm going to use my tape for it. You can use any tape. This is just painter's tape. It's just painter's tape. It's even sensitive masking tape. I just love it. Does the trick for if you put your tags or your photos in here, then the hinge will be not an issue. That is the main reason why I do it. Alright, close this big pocket. There we go. Nice big pocket. Next up. Okay guys, next we are going to make 2 pages. Now first we are going to, this does not fit, first we have a 1/2 inch right here. I also want to have that on the left side, so I'm just going to make my mark where I like to stay away so I can add a nice piece of paper that lifts it up a little bit. Alright, so first we are going to cut our papers the same height as our pockets. So the pocket stays hidden for a while. I'm going to grab right away 2 pages for my convenience. There we go. Let's make a fold line, and with this one we're also gonna make that 1/8. Let's give it some extra. Is it more needed? I don't think so. And the other one also. Maybe this one we can make it a little in between. Do you know still what that means? What I say in between is that I'd like to have another fold line, but then not a 1/8 and not a 1/4, but an in between. So that means that I pass forward a little bit my score line from this one, and then I'm just gonna score the 1/4, but then it's a little bit larger than a 1/4. No, a 1/8. This is the in between. So this fold line is a 1/8. See? And this one is not a 1/4. It's in between the 1/4 and the 1/8. Yeah, it makes it difficult. Alright, now the first one, fold it on your first fold line. Alright, we made that mark 1/2 inch, so I'm gonna place that down so I do see the mark a little bit. And now I'm just gonna cut this down a little shorter. Okay, maybe a 1/8 shorter than the end of this pocket. Okay, cut it down. And now I'm gonna bend my 1/8, because you want to add pockets in here. You want to put stuff in here. You want to add pictures in here. So you definitely need to make these 1/8 and the in-betweens, and maybe a 1/4 maybe even. We need it. We need the space. Alright. Grab your page and put it on. So I do like to see my little mark right here. See if I am standing right here at the end. It will be shorter. Oh, I moved. I don't want to move. Okay. Just take your time, guys. Just take your time. Don't rush anything. You want to keep this nice and straight. Alright. Alright, so here we have the bulkiness, and I stayed away from this pocket because I want to add another page on this side. Okay, that's this one. First fold line, and now this is going to be at the end of the pocket, just the end of the pocket, and this is going to be all the way because this is going to be on top, so this can go all the way. So we are going to cut this down. And now what I'm going to do with this one, yeah, of course we're going to make that. This is going to be working. But I do like to have these in 2 pages. So I like to split this in 2. Now, I like to, because we measure now everything. And for me, the easiest thing to do now is just split this in 2. You also can leave it on if you want, but I'm just going to split this in 2, and I'm just going to cut a millimeter off. Then they are not bumping into each other, and it's a perfect cut. So I'm just going to cut nice and straight 1 millimeter off. Just a tiny little spots. Alright. Using the first fold line again. There we go. Grab your page, open this up, and I'm just going to start at the bottom, nicely on the edge, nice straight. There we go, and burnish it down. I'm going to have the other one, and the other one I'm just going to place this on top the pocket. I need something that I can see, otherwise I don't see it. Alright, place this down at the top. Take your time. You don't want to have everything the wrong. Alright, and then it looks like this. Nice 2 pages. This was the inner, and then this overlaps the other one. That is why we made this one a little deeper. See, with the in-between gusset. Alright, and then this stays nicely on here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So far so cool. And the page is getting thicker and thicker, but we are not done yet. Nope. So we have this to open up, and we have another one right here. What else can we do? Plenty.